up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Why the gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Akers. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They give it off here to the tight end, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Tutu Atwell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the give is Nwangu. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They snap it to Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Parkey with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA.
Cam Akers
Akers, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. On the give, this is Akers.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Gay's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll run. Calais. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On third down, Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They run with Calais. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. Touchdown, LA! His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Stafford on 1st down. Drops this off with Nwangu. Room here to run. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Handoff here to Nwangu. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, 93 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down at Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Stay 50, stay 50. Easy, easy.
To the air again, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the ground, it's Akers. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.